Welcome to episode 4 of my Let's Play series on Media in Excel. In this episode, I'm going to... yes. We're going to the cairnstones in the Stony Field. Let's see... there they are. Still haven't gotten around to setting the plugin settings, because every time I think about it, I'm already in game. So not terribly handy. But whatever, just type it. That's also fine. This is actually quite a nice debuff. Miasma. Do I have it? Set. I do not. Right. Okay. Well, it's all wonderful. Set the volume lower again. I don't know why it never remembers that. I feel like it should. Oh my god. This is gonna be hell. Cause there's a boss here that's quite strong. Yes, yes. You go on home now. You. Die. Oh god. So many dudes. As you can see, I'm kiting like a boss. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about the mouse that you keep hearing, but honestly, I'm not sure what exactly that would be. Because I just have an audio threshold for activating the mic, and apparently my mouse is loud, so... oh, whatever. I'll figure something out. Maybe I can filter the audio afterwards or something. Die, die, die. Death for everyone. Griswold's obviously still alive. Ooh, that guy has not become easier. Wow, man. Nice. We'll get there. Slowly but surely. Ow. He's dead. Brilliant. So, first awesome thing. The gift box. Does the gift box do? You put it in the cube, you press transmute, and you get, lo and behold, lead uniques. This thing is, of course, super nice, except this is a necromancer staff. I don't know why it gave me that. This is actually fairly good. It's brilliant even. I'm gonna probably change this into an honorific once I get to Act 2, but that's all future music. One stroke. I'm going to have to look into what I can do exactly with unique armor, because I'm pretty sure I can still socket some nice stuff into it. Maybe I can get a perfect gem or something to 2 perfect gems to get a bonus to my resist instead of the rebel that I'm using at the moment. Which I definitely don't want to part with yet, because it's the only thing keeping me alive. Oh yes. It's the only thing keeping me alive during those difficult moments when everything casts fire at me. Don't really care about that. Now this places a carpet of spiders, so that's definitely something I want. Ah, fuck. So that was dumb. That was super dumb. Also, I think I've had it with. There we go. Now, for this, I can go. Actually, there's some logic behind that, but I'll spare you the details. Yeah, okay. So this is weird slag. I already have it in my shared stash. Okay. So I don't need it. This is... What? Oh god. Oh right. It's an area of effect poison thing. Do I want to respec? Oh, the Lornado is actually better. That's too bad. But the Carpet of Spiders, super awesome. I don't have any skill points left over because I spec'd Frigid Sphere like a moron. But at least I have alternative skill now. You there. Poison! That guy's dead. Alright, well, I think that maybe regrettably I could do nothing for the something that befell Tristram. Do I want this? Probably not. I think I could use this and maybe a room. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Not the smartest thing I've ever done. So, I've just demolished a perfectly good unique. What I wanted to do is turn it into an arcane shard. That's obviously not how you do it, actually. I'm quite curious how you do it. I'm not going to use that stuff anyway. That's obviously not it, that just destroys it. Okay then. I should look into that. But there's a way to get shards from uniques, and then you can turn those shards into crystals, and you can use those crystals to make cool stuff. Honorifics, I think. Maybe up tier items, something along those lines. Oh wow, that's a lot more defense than I had previously. So, do I need to socket punch? Of course I do. There's no sockets in it, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy. That is one expensive jewel. And that will give me a Gambison with socket. And now I need an L rune, and of course, there we go, I do have one. treble. And it's 141 versus 45 defense. So that's nice. Other than that, it's the same. Obviously. That's okay. Yeah, I'm not going to mess around with this until I look back at the documentation. This is my rune page for sorcerer stuff. Yeah, I also have the Kazergant. Weirdly enough, all the sorceress things are dex based. I think that has something to do with her melee combat style being all weird and fancy. But I'm not sure because I hardly ever go. Yes, I'm awesome, I know. That's a terrible ring. If you know that. I don't really go dex stuff, especially on sorcs. Like that. Well, that's completed. Someone is supposed to tell me to go to a place. Yes, you. Well, she talks about how she lost her hammer called the Horadric Malus in the monastery barracks. So that's where we're going to go. This is why the Darkwood waypoint is handy, because if you have to walk all the way through the underground passage again, you will not have fun times. In fact, have deeply shit times. Oh, crud. that must have been interesting. Thought I fixed that. Accidental clicks, super annoying. I want... Yes, but there. Yeah, you're near it. Boom. Right, you're dead yet. So now I'm gonna travel all the way up here. I think that's Tamil Highlands. Okay. I'm not sure. That's a Black Marsh. Tamil Highlands are after this. I just took a sip of coffee, but I make the coffee with lombok rawit, which is a very spicy form of dried peppers, basically. And when you leave it for too long, lots of the oil gets into the coffee, and even a veteran lombok rawit coffee drinker like me, it hurts a little bit when he drinks that. And speaks about himself in the third person, apparently. Shoot these guys. Is this it? Go away. Stupid ghosts. A nice thing about poison damage is that you can see the ghosts when they're invisible, even though they're invisible because you've poisoned them. Oh my, what is that? Never actually encountered those. I usually run through the Black Marsh at high speed to get to the Highlands and then farm there for a little bit. Obviously it's less of an option because I'm so weak. Weak sauce, actually. The defense is not bad. Where do I get all that dex? Seriously don't know. You get the hole. We're not going to go into the hole, right, meow? Mostly because why? Why would I want to? It's just a dungeon, an optional dungeon. I think it contains an Uber quest that you know, that's a place you could go if I was actually high level. I would also go there. And now I'm not, and dying horribly is not in my game plan for today, so I'm gonna give that a miss. Stupid fucking poison damage. Oh, it's shock even. Oh, fuck. Sorry. I got a bit carried away there. Tamo Highland, here we are. Now if I can manage not to die, that would be excellent. I need lifesteal, I need it so bad. Life on kill, something. Something that will keep me from horrifically from getting mauled to death constantly. I keep drinking potions and it's annoying because I'll have to buy them. Buying pots is for suckers. Yeah, okay. Smack Fiend. Upgraded versions of Quill Rats. Don't know if they were in the original actually. Probably they were. And I just never noticed them because I always used to do high speed runs through this whole act on Classic. Just go players 8, run straight to the Blood-Raven quest. It's a much more convenient way to level. I used to play early Shapeshifter Druids or something with high melee damage and a lot of tank, and that would make it okay. That's a monastery gate. Pretty soon we'll find the inner cloister, the outer cloister. Inner cloister's after the outer cloister. And stop it with the fire! God damn it! No! Okay. Yeah, you, the Calenzo. I have thing again, but there's no time to level. It's too busy. Too busy. Actually, it's a good time to upgrade Lornado. More damage! Tons of damage! It might be worth it to upgrade Carpet of Spiders later. I'll theory craft for a bit using the skill planner, which you can just find when you go to the documentation link that I posted in my first video in the description. This is the waypoint for the Outer Cloister, so that I can get back here later, maybe farm a bit or something. As you can see, I just put some points into Dex because I know I'll need it later for my armor, which I was able to see on my sorceress. I feel like it would have been a lot nicer if they made the armor require an actual sorceress ability, like say energy, which you spec always. Such is life. I suspect it's probably going to be okay because Dex gives me stop that! Dex gives me block rate, I think, and armor. And the block rate means that I'll be able to use a shield to have a little bit more survivability. Or maybe I'll go dual wands, I'm not sure. I think dual wands gives me a really retarded bonus to casting speed, so that's also a good option. I'm level 19. In 5 more levels I'll be able to take ice elementals, providing I actually took Abyss, which I didn't, but I can take it later. Still have some levels to go. Ice elementals are nice because I can summon them at will, and they can supposedly tank a load of damage, which means that I won't have to be at the front of all the combat all the time. Much like my mercenary, who I should have given that quilted armor to, I realize now. Not a smart move. She'll be able to keep. They'll be able to keep the heat off me. I think I'll invest in a Carpet of Spiders, maybe buy a respec pot. I think you can use Oil of Absolution and Amulet of Destruction together in a Horadric Cube to get a respec pot, which resets everything. Then maybe I'll get Carpet of Spiders instead of Lornado, so that I have a screen wide clearing skill. And maybe Frigid Sphere for bosses, because I know it's very good for bosses. If you cast it and the mob is close to the center, you do a ton of cold damage. And I think combined with Carpet of Spiders, that will give me a good clear speed. But I'll do that off screen so you don't have to look at me farming stuff. No? Yes. Because it can get sort of boring. Do an area 3 or 4 times just to see if it's any better, and also to gain the money back that I spend on respecking. But at least when I respec, I don't have to remake the entire character, which is what I was doing before. Not a terribly efficient way to go around about it. It's dead. This is the barracks. The smith will be around here somewhere. That's the guy that drops the Malus. It's going to be challenging to do. Okay. Okay, that's awesome. It's going to be challenging to do because the smith is a very powerful mob. So how does this work? Does this scale with energy? Yes. Awesome. There's a well here. Thing to... this goes to the jail. It should be around here. Wells regenerate eventually, so you can drink from them twice when they're full, and then another thing you can do is well, hold on a second. Get my ass on the team. So you can drink from them and then come back later and drink from them again, which is quite handy. If it actually did any damage, that would be way wonderful. But of course it does not. Die a painful death, shaman. These guys are so tanky. Sweet lord. Okay, I like this, so I'm gonna up it. Maybe later on when I respec, I will use that one as an AoE damage source, and then keep using Lornado for single target. Reason for that is that poison usually does ridiculous amounts of damage, as you can see. This does 400 over 1 second, and this one does 74, basically 100, and it hits 25 times. That's actually better. This is a quite a predicament. This one does for basically 500 over 2.2 seconds. Slightly better, or it could be. Difficult. All of the skills are quite nice, and you up them probably. The nice thing about this one is that you can... Oh, Christ. He's going to own my merc. Why does he have to... Ooh, ow. I think I had a familiar. Yes, there we go. It should help. Tiny bit. Oh, ow. Oh. I'll put a portal down here so I can get back after I die, which might happen. This chick is much better at kiting than I will ever be. Or maybe she has a ridiculous amount of resist. What the hell? I don't know how that happened because she doesn't have any gear at all. This guy, look at his completely obnoxious health. No, that is not okay. Ow, ow, ow. I'll have to look up Abyss because I think maybe I either don't have the damage, I don't understand what it does, or it's something strange going on. No! Go away. Oh, look at that retarded amount of health. Fuck. It's draining my mana faster than I can kill it. I probably won't be able to kill it with an entire bar. Isn't that retarded? Okay, yeah, you can just keep wailing on each other while I refill my pot bar. There we go. Thankfully he isn't immune to cold and or poison, because I would be very unhappy if he was. Man, oh man. So, yeah, this is maximum cheese. I've apparently got them in a configuration where the mercenary will keep tanking him and I don't have to move. That's good because he would probably kill me in a couple of hits, and she's apparently completely immune to him even with all the ridiculous debuffs. Now the upside to this is that he should give an absolutely horrendous amount of XP because we're on player's 8. Once that's done, we'll have another quest finished, and this episode is rating almost half an hour, so I'll probably cut it off after I hand Charcy the Horadric Malus. Or actually, no, I'm not going to give him the Malus. Look at that, almost a full XP bar. I'm not going to give Charcy the Malus because it's not a mandatory quest. The imbued item that she gives me is not something I particularly care about because I have good items already. And the Malus can be disenchanted into an arcane shard if I knew how to do, which I'm going to look up off camera. So, that's the Smith. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.